Hey, my name is Alexei, and in this video I'll talk about 7 lessons that help me to understand life and to transform, to grow in life. And the first lesson is that the world is a reflection of yourself. By understanding that, you will understand more yourself and your relationship to the world. There's like only one relationship that you have, and this is your relationship towards other things. There's like only one relationship. It's at the same, you project just one relationship into everything. You have a relationship towards money, towards people, towards women, towards health. And if you want to understand why you are where you are, just look at your results and how you feel towards things, how you feel towards health, towards money, and just observe your patterns. What for patterns do you have? What are your results in life? Because what you attract is actually the result of your subconscious, what you were conditioned to. Okay, what you were conditioned to as when you were a child. So at the end, we will always attract who we think we are. And this brings me to the second principle. You attract in life who you are. So you understand who you are by the first lesson, and this is that the world is a reflection of yourself. This is called the mirror principle. The world is like a mirror of yourself. And the thing is that, so who you are really is actually in your subconscious, what you really deeply believe about yourself. And if you believe deeply about yourself that you are successful and you have beliefs about success, positive beliefs, then this is who you will attract. You will attract success, you will attract successful people, you will attract circumstances that will lead you to success and certain lifestyles. And on the other side, there are things that you won't attract. Because if you are, for example, a person that is healthy, you will probably not attract a lot of unhealthy things, right? And the biggest clue who you are is how you talk about yourself in sentences like, I am that kind of person, or I have this, I can do this. This is how I am. So if you talk like that, this shows your identity about yourself, especially if you believe it. At the start, maybe if you start practice that, you don't believe it. But there are things that you were conditioned to be already when you were a child. So when you were a child, there was implemented a script in you by your parents and your close environment. You know, in this script, there was standing what kind of person you will be. That will be your role, like in a movie, something like that. You will get a role and you will play this role until you will step out of that, okay? Until you will find out this is actually a movie and all people, they just play roles. And you have get a certain role, and this role will stand if you're a side character or if you're a main character, how you will behave, and you know, how would you feel towards life and things. And if you want to change that, you have to change who you are, especially on an identity level. Like, what I mean is how you talk about yourself. I am that kind of person. I am this. I am, for example, a disciplined person, or I am a person who doesn't look at health. So also how you if you say that you are not that kind of person, this says also a lot about your identity. Like if you say, yeah, I'm not that kind of person who do such things, or I am not that kind of person who can do something like that, that says also a lot about your identity, something that you go away from. Okay. And the other thing is, what you resist persists. So if we have resistance towards something, like if we try in life run away from something, some certain emotion, for example, from rejections of people, our subconscious will search even more evidence that will attract even more of this fear. because we attract also what we run away from. So if we resist something, it will just stay, and it will usually even grow, and it will become even stronger. In the past, I had a lot of social anxiety. I had a lot of huge social fears, and I tried avoid it at any cost. Like at any cost. I literally was only in my apartment. I was living with my grandma. I was literally only, like, nearly only in my apartment, trying to avoid all kind of social interactions, nearly everything. And as a result, I was attracting even more of that. Even if it was not like directly around me, it was in my mind, this fear. Because, our mind can't see the difference between what we imagine and what is real. So if we are afraid, or if we think of a situation right now that someone will reject us, then we experience like in reality this emotion, like it will be real, because our mind can determine the difference between that. And the next step is that your focus determines your reality. So if we see it a conversation between two people and we focus on the negative, then we will attract more of such conversations, or we will start to see more in the outer world when we observe people, that people are negative, or that we see more of such conversations. This is like a question: is the glass half full or half empty? For example, when I just notice my mind starts maybe to get negative, um, then I just ask myself, okay, do I see the glass as half full or half empty? And when I notice I see it as half empty, then I know, okay, then focus again. Then it's time about to focus on the positive. So I first accept the situation. I just accept that maybe I was triggered, and then after that I focus again on the positive. It's like the difference between the pessimist and the optimist. They are both living on the same earth, but maybe they are living even on the same town. Maybe they're even neighbors, but they experience a complete different reality, because everyone has a subjective reality. The subjective reality is like our internal world, or the world of our subconscious. So the pessimist thinks the world is maybe unfair or something like that, and now he will attract more of such circumstances. His reticular activating system, this is like the search engine. The search always for evidence what we believe in, will find more clues, more evidence for that. On the other side, the optimist will find more clues that the world is for him, that the world is on his side, that things are good, that he's lucky, that he has a lot of luck in life. And this is like the difference. And the next thing is that we are always driven by pain and gain. And what I mean is, you will never get your ass up if you don't have at least some amount of pain. For example, let's say you are not in the shape that you want to be, or maybe it was like that in the past for you before you started to work on that. And if you don't have at least some dissatisfaction about that, you won't move your ass. So we need some amount of pain, and we can create that by becoming aware of our why, by writing down, for example, our why. So what do I don't want anymore, and why? And dig deeper into that. What is the reason that I don't want that? On the other side, have something positive. Okay, what do I gain by changing? What do I gain by changing? Okay, by growing. And there's also another example about that. So if you have connected more pain with change, then you will less likely change, because you will think, it's just such a struggle, so difficult. Oh my God, it's so insanely difficult. So if this has already happened, then first of all, start to focus on positive reasons. So what positive would happen if you would start to change? Okay, And on the other side, what negative would happen if you won't change? Okay, so refocus. You know, with your focus, you can literally control like your reality, like I already said. And the sixth lesson, like that, I learned like everything has a momentum. Okay, the reason why we are right now is not just about these beliefs and what we experience as children or something like that. It's also because it has everything has already a momentum. And if we want to build a new momentum, then we have first to stop this negative momentum. Everyone has at least some negative momentum in one area. Everyone has like a weak area, right, in life. If we, for example, have a negative momentum about finances, then we first accept it fully. We are radical honest with that. You know, we have to be honest with the results that we have right now, and at the same time just accept these emotions, just accept the situation fully. Don't fight against that. You know, just accept it fully, right? And if we accept that fully, then the momentum starts more and more to stop. And now we just refocus. So we focus now on the positive things. Uh, some clues. Maybe it's at the start difficult, but it will become easier and easier with time. So we just focus then on the positive. Like if we want to have positive momentum with our finances, we focus already on this little wins that we have with money. Even if you have attracted money because someone just has give you a present or something like that, every little thing counts. You focus on that, and then you start to attract more and more of that by focusing on that more. It will help you to develop new beliefs about that. And the last thing is we become who we spend time with. So as a result, for example, we have become already someone because we had a certain environment where we were young, right? We had like no choice about that. Now we have already certain conditioning. And if we spend time with negative people, then we'll become negative ourselves. And if we spend time like with successful people, we'll become successful ourselves. I noticed that in the past when I was at the job, and I noticed at some point it was really happening subconsciously. I didn't realize that for a long time, but then I noticed that I started to copy a lot of patterns from the people I was working with. You know, I was just copying a lot of patterns. I started to talk more and more like them, use the same kind of quotes like them, and yeah, you just can't stop that. Even if you are very conscious, you can't stop it. You will become who you spend time with. It doesn't just count, by the way, if it's a person close to you. Even if you read a book that was written from a successful person, you will start to become more like that person, right? But the thing is that, so the more close these people are to us, the stronger we'll become like them. So there's a quote by Tony Robbins: proximity is power, right? So the more close these people are to us, the more we spend time with them, the more intense it is, the more we will become like them. So a book is not that intense like maybe a seminar or something like that. Or if we have to have directly contact to such people, right? So if you like this video, just comment below what is your favorite lesson, what is your favorite principle that you really liked. Maybe even not from this video, a personal principle. What has helped you like a lot in life to change your life? Like this one principle. Let's share together this one principle that has helped everyone. And yeah, just like my video if it has helped you, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And see you next time. Bye bye.